officially 6 months into this project pan, and I am so excited for today's update. I have so much to share with you. For those who are new here, 6 months ago, I decided to embark on a project pan, and the goals of the project were threefold. 1, to save money, 2, to reduce my consumption, and 3, to declutter my house. And even as someone who is not a huge makeup consumer, I still found myself getting frustrated with just the sheer volume of products that I had somehow accumulated over the years. I was tired of rifling through everything in my makeup bag. I was tired of things like spilling out of my medicine cabinet. I was just tired of losing things or rebuying things that I already had but had forgotten that I already bought. I just felt overwhelmed and over it. So I started this project pan towards the end of 2024. And if you want to go back to watch my original video where I go through all of my products, where I go through my bathroom and my makeup bags, you can go back and watch, and you could look at the progress I've made over the last few months as well in some of my update videos. For those who are new here, my name is Kate. I am a single woman in my late 30s living in Toronto, Canada, and we talk about all things life and finances around here. So we talk about trying to get better with our money. We talk about trying to reduce our consumption and live more simply. We talk about decluttering. We talk about mental health. So the project pan was kind of perfect in the way that it really encapsulated all of the things that I talk about on this channel. But I'm not going to lie, it has not been without its challenges over the last 6 months. It has been really slow going at times. I feel like today is the first time that I actually have a real update where I've actually been able to pan multiple things, and the progress has just felt so slow and so incremental. So it has gotten really discouraging. But these updates have held me accountable. They have made it so that I really am continuing to make a concerted effort to use things up and to inventory my products so that I'm not buying things I already have. And so the project overall has still been a huge win, but I am really excited to share the update today and actually show you the things that I was finally able to use up. So hopefully this is a nice, satisfying update for you too. Hopefully a nice little dopamine hit. If you need a little bit of motivation with your own project panning or decluttering, then hopefully this video can provide that for you. So we are gonna do what we usually do. We are gonna go through some of the work in progress items, some of the things that I have been tackling and making some consistent progress on, but have not been able to pan yet. And then I'm going to move on to the things that I actually was able to finish up this month. And there's quite a few, so I am really excited to share with you. Now, some of these are gonna be super familiar at this point because I have been tackling some of these for the last 6 months. And it's kind of disappointing that I haven't made more progress on some of them, but let's get to them. So we're gonna start first up with the R&Co motorcycle gel. I was able to take this from 78 grams to 72 grams in the last couple months. So progress, but I feel like I've mentioned this in previous updates. I'm just not using a ton of hair gel. Also, interestingly, like as my hair is getting longer, I find that I'm not wearing it curly as much. And so I just am not using curl creams and gels like nearly as often. Again, like I'll scrunch it periodically, but like I really need a haircut, which I was mentioning this in one of my last videos. I was supposed to go get a haircut a couple weeks ago and it got canceled on me. So I'm just desperate to get my hair short again. And then maybe I'll start actually using some of this again. But for now, at least there's still been some progress, and I can feel that we are getting close-ish to the end. I have a whole new unopened thing of gel to start after I finish this. So at this point, I'm eager to get through this one. Next up, we have this Tula sunscreen, and I am so disappointed this is not one of the things in my empties pile. I was so sure that I was going to get there. I had 15 uses out of this. I didn't even actually think I had that many uses left. But I got a lot of use out of it in the last couple months. May, however, I think was one of the like coldest and rainiest months like on record in Toronto. I had really been trying to wear it as like one of my primary sunscreens just day to day. So I was getting a lot of use out of it, obviously, and I was able to take it from 35 grams to 23 grams. So we are definitely getting close. I probably only have a few more days worth of applications in here. So this will definitely be done by the next update. Especially as we are finally, I think, getting into warmer weather, although I say that and now it is June and it is cold and rainy today. So we will see. I feel like another thing that has been slowing me down a little bit is that this is a very dewy finish. I don't know if I've mentioned that before for those of you who haven't used this before. And like, sometimes you just don't want the super dewy, glowy finish. So for days when I just want to be a little bit more matte, like I don't end up using it. And so that's also why progress has been a little slower, even though I do wear a sunscreen pretty much every day. That's just why this has been a little bit slower. But I also am using it more on like my neck, my ears, you know, like trying to use it in other places as well. Okay, I'm just yapping today. Let's move on to the next. So here, this is actually a new one that I don't think I had included or started in the last update. This is the Youth to the People Kale Green Tea and Spinach Vitamins Superfood Cleanser. I have to say, I love all of the Youth to the People things I have tried. I do not like this cleanser. I don't like it. I don't know what it is. It just does not jive with my skin. I don't like the scent of it. I just don't like it. So I have been using it as my face wash here and there. Like I said, this bottle was completely full a couple months ago and I just started it recently. So it started at 106 grams and it is now down to 100 grams. So not a ton of progress, but you know, we're getting there. We are making a dent. I might start using this as maybe more of like a body wash or something. I'm just not loving it as a facial product. So yeah, this is just going to be one that I have to suck it up and just work my way through because I just haven't been a fan in the way that I am of all of the other Youth to the People products. Next up, we have our Kate Somerville Exfoliate, and we have made some progress here as per usual, 59 grams to 54 grams. So slow and steady. This is really like my main exfoliant, but I just don't exfoliate that often. I don't feel that I need to, but glad to be steadily making progress on this because this is absolutely something I have had in my cabinet for probably about 5 years at this point. So even though I enjoy the product, it's just time to get it out of the house. So I am excited to pan this hopefully in the next couple updates. Next up, we have the Versed Retinol Serum, and we have made progress on this going from 45 grams to 39 grams. So not a ton. I have been kind of slacking, honestly, actually with my nighttime routine. And because you can only use retinoids at night, I have not been making my way through these products very quickly. So I've just honestly been using it when I remember. It's just like that sometimes. It's been a rough couple months in my personal life, which, yeah, if you've seen some of my prior videos, you might be familiar with. So, you know, just one of the things that has fallen by the wayside has been the skincare routine. So we are just doing the best we can, and I'm still getting this in, you know, when I can and when I remember. But yeah, the nighttime routine has been lagging lately. Next up, we have the cuticle oil, which just never seems to finish. I wasn't happy with how I was measuring progress before, so I actually made a little marking on the bottle, and that way I can actually see the level dropping as I go. So you can actually see that there has been a decent amount of progress made. I do use this cuticle oil pretty regularly, probably a couple times a week. And I have been doing my nails more now that the weather is getting warmer. Like I've been doing pedicures a little bit more and just taking better care of my nails in general. So it finally feels like we are making progress on this, but truly, it never ends. So I will continue to mark the bottle with each update. And that's just been a better way of tracking it, I feel like, than trying to weigh it. Next up, we have this AG Care Volumizer Foam, which I didn't love the first couple times I used it. Now that I have been using it more often, I am such a big fan, and I think this is going to actually be in my regular rotation now. I think this is going to be my main volumizer and the main product I use when I wear my hair curly. So that's why I've really been enjoying it, because I've found that using just that one product alone and scrunching and like diffusing my hair has been enough to give me like a really good curl and then hold it really well. And it's just lightweight, like it doesn't really make my hair super weighed down. And so I've just really been liking it. And we took this from 200 grams to 184 grams. Now we only have a couple makeup products to talk about today. That is the blush that I have been using, which it's really falling apart now since I hit pan. So a lot of it is falling out of the case, but I'm just doing the best I can. This is the blush I'm using every day. And at this point, just trying to get rid of it because I am sick of it making a mess. And I will be switching to cream blush after anyway, but I really just do want to get through these palettes of blush that I already owned and have owned for like a really long time. Like I've probably had these again for 5, 6+ years. So just really excited to get them done And I'm not gonna bother weighing this one. It's too hard to see the progress that way. So I will just be visually showing you the progress that I'm making with this blush as we go. This was another one that I was excited about and thought I might be able to pan for this update, but this pigment, it just never finishes. So I also got more than a dozen uses out of this. I've used it quite a bit over the last couple months, and it just won't die. But I think we are getting close. It's just that there is still technically a little bit in there, and I don't want to throw it out prematurely. I actually really do like the color, and I do like wearing it. It was probably better for like winter, but I will still find ways to work it in over the next couple months and hopefully pan this on the next update. Then we've got some honorable mentions for nail polish. I've gotten 1 use each out of all 3 of these, so that is good. Again, weighing these just feels kind of defeating, so I'd rather just track uses, but it's been really nice to start doing my nails again now that the warmer months are here. And some of these colors are just super fun and pretty. Like, I did this for a pedicure one day and it was just super girly and fun. So even though I don't love doing my nails at home, and I'm kind of just over having nail polish at home at all, like I think when this project is done, I'm just like not gonna have nail polish in the house anymore. It feels good to get some use out of it and just feel like I am at least making some progress. Now, I also have a few other products here that I don't know if I weighed last time. I will put it up on the screen if I did, but I've been using this Pharmacy Honey Halo quite a bit. And again, this is a product I've had for years. I finally hit the bottom on it, so that's really exciting. So this is something that I will be steadily working towards using up. I really do like it, and I could see myself buying this again in the future once I'm down to a more manageable number of face moisturizers, because I have quite a few floating around right now. It's been really nice in the winter time in Canada because we have such a dry, harsh winter. This was great in the winter months and the spring as well when it was still quite cold. So yeah, I've really been enjoying that. And then I've also been using my Way leave-in conditioner quite a bit again as well. That's the only other thing I've been doing to complement my curly hair routine, is just doing like a bit of leave-in conditioner and then using that volumizing foam, and it's been working great. And I have been getting through some of this Amika as well. This is almost done. I can feel it getting really, really low. So I will try to pan this for the next update. Sometimes I feel like it makes my hair just feel a little too heavy, so I don't use it all the time, but it is really nice for like when I am wearing my hair certain ways. I really do like it, and I love the smell as well. So I've enjoyed using this a lot, but I'm excited to use it up and just get it out of my bathroom vanity. Okay, so those were all the work in progress items. Now let's get into the empties. I am so excited to share this with you guys. So first up, we have this Derma E Scar Gel. This was really quite close last time, and as you can hopefully see, it's completely empty now, which feels great. This is definitely something that had been sitting in my cabinets for probably 5 or 6 years at this point. Like, I definitely had this way back when I was still living in New York, and it came back with me. So it just feels like such a weight off to get rid of those things that you know have been sitting in your cabinet for like way too long, and this definitely fell into that category. Next up, we had this Moroccan Oil Frizz Spray. Again, completely done. Felt great to finally use it up. I did enjoy it. I just don't know how good of an anti-frizz it was, or maybe I'm just not using nearly enough. Like, maybe you just need to use a ton of product to actually get anti-frizz. I have found for my hair, it actually can tolerate oils and things like that pretty well without getting too weighted down and oily. So I actually just prefer using like oil in my hair, and I find it's way more effective than using things like a frizz spray. So I don't think I would buy this again, but if you have any other recommendations for frizz sprays that you like, let me know in the comments. And when I am back to buying hair products again in the distant future, then I might consider grabbing some of your recommendations. Next up, we have the Youth to the People Superfood Air Whip Moisture Cream, which this I love. And this is definitely a product that I would consider buying again in the future. So really enjoyed this. I would consider making this again like one of my main moisturizers when I am back in a place where I'm actually allowed to buy things again. But really excited just to have finished this up and panned this. I think I'm actually going to keep this and just reuse it because it's like a great little travel container. And I love that Youth to the People uses glass for their products. So definitely going to just wash and reuse. Then next up, I used up one more Topicals eye mask. These have just been kind of like steadily getting used. I have a box of 6, and I've just been trying to at least use one for every update, which I did this time around. This is just an item that I always forget about, I forget to use. But I used these actually before a date like a week or two ago, and it was so nice because I think I had just been up really late, or I'd only gotten a few hours of sleep, and so I was looking a little worse for wear. And actually, I don't know how much of a difference these make, but it did make me feel better. So yeah, just gonna continue to steadily chip away at these. I think I have 3 or 4 more left in the box. So be on the lookout for that in future updates as well, and hold me accountable to actually using these up, please. Then next up, we had this little container of foundation, which is done. I was really excited to finish this up because I had had it since about 2021. And again, it's just like one of those small things sitting in my makeup bag, like cluttering it up and taking up space. So as much as possible, I'm just trying to use up little things like that, use up little trial sizes of things, just to get down to like my core set of makeup that I use every day or pretty much every day. So this was great to finish up. And also the foundation was like not in good shape because it was old. And so it was like starting to crack and dry out. And so it's just good to finish it up. But I actually really did like the color. I'm going to take note of the exact color so that I can buy it again in the future, because it was basically a perfect match. So love that, but very excited to be getting rid of this today. And then finally, this one is a little bit of an honorable mention. It is the Glow Recipe Plump Hyaluronic Serum, which I love this. I will definitely rebuy when I am back in a place where I'm running really low on skincare. Hyaluronic acid is not like an essential thing that you need, and I'm trying to use up other serums first, but I really love this. It goes on super light. It really does make a difference, I think, in my complexion. So we'll buy again, but I am excited to have this be one more thing that I can just get rid of and get out of my bathroom vanity at this point, because the clutter in the last 6 months has just been slowly killing me. It's gonna be the death of me. So even though I love it, I'm glad to see it go. So all in all, these were all the products we were able to pan in this update. It feels like so much progress, and this has been such a good motivational boost to keep going, to finish out the project pan, and let's see what we can accomplish in the next 6 months. And definitely let me know in the comments what you are working on right now. If you have made progress with any of your items, I would love to hear from you, would love to know your updates as well. Thank you so much for watching. Go back and watch my old project pan and decluttering videos if you need a little inspo, and I will see you on the next one.